Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Guys, today we'll be making this beautiful top and short. Okay, it has ruffles on the down part of the short and also ruffles on the neck and then the hemline. Guys, like this video, please share it and subscribe to my channel. The least you can do is to like my videos, okay, and subscribe to this channel, right, so that we can grow this channel together. Okay, so without we're wasting much time, guys, let's just get started with the video. So to sew this style, this is the fabric we'll be using. Okay, so this fabric, let me show you the length we are working with, is 12 inches long. All right, and then is 14 inches wide on fold. Of course, the fabric is on fold, so I'll just go ahead and now and open it so that I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so this is it. This is how wide it is and how beautiful the fabric is. So I'm just folding it back into two, and then I'm going ahead to just fold it again, making it 4 folds, guy. And then we are going ahead now to impute our measurement. The shoulder measurement is 4 inches. Okay, and then the armhole measurement, I'm just trying to impute the armhole measurement, is also 4 inches. Okay, and then I'll connect it up to the shoulder, just as you can see me connecting, guys. All right, so the next thing I want to do now is to impute the chest measurement, and then I'll add allowance, about 1 inch allowance. All right, then I'll connect it like so, just as you can see me connecting, and then I'll connect the armhole. All right, I'm just curving in the armhole like so, just as you can see me doing, guys. So the next thing I want to do right now is just to go ahead and impute 2 inches for our neckline, and then I'm also imputing 3 inches. Okay, I'm putting 3 inches for the depth of the neckline, and then I'll go ahead now, I'll connect it like so. I'll connect it like so. I later increase the neckline, but you can leave it like that. I just added ½ inch, but you can actually leave it like that. It's still perfect. Okay, so I'm just cutting it out. All right, the excess, I'm cutting it out like so. I'm going into the neckline now. I'm also cutting out the neckline, just as you can see me doing, guys. So let me take off the pins so that you see what we are talking about. So you see it, see the neckline, see everything. So for the back, I just want to make a little slit, a little opening, about 2 inches. Okay, even if you leave it like that, it's totally fine. So these 2 inches, I'm going to see, I've opened it. Okay, for the back. So for the front, let's just draw the style line on the front. Okay, so on the style line, just come out outside the armhole, just come out by ½ inch, just as I did now, and then you connect it with a curve. It's not too curvy down to the hem. Okay, but make sure you don't connect it into your you don't short the length of the dress of the top. Okay, so just connect it like so. Okay, connect it, make sure it's curved but not too curvy. All right, so this is it. So the next thing I want to do now, I'm going to fold this fabric and get the midpoint. So I'm trying to get the midpoint so that I can draw the second style line. It's 2 style lines, so I'm just connecting it like so, the middle. So I'm connecting it like this, and then I'm curving it like so. I'm curving it down to the hemline for the second style line, guys. Okay, so you see the first style line, see the second style line. So I'll just go with my scissors now, cut it out, and then I'll stop halfway there. Then I'll come again on this side, I'll cut it, and then I'll stop there, and then I'll just cut it out because this is now an excess. We don't need these pieces anymore. Okay, so this is, you see what it looks like, guys. See the one we cut out. So I'm going to throw that one away. So this is our piece. See how beautiful they are. So the next thing we want to do now, this is for the pants. Let me open it up. Okay, this is it. Let me fold it into 2. All right, and then let me show you the length is 10 inches long, and then the width is 17 inches long. 17 inches wide. So I folded it into 2 again. Okay, so what we want to do right now, I just want to mark 2 inches. This 2 inches is for the elastic casing. This is where the elastic will be. Okay, so I'm trying to connect that 2 inches where our elastic will be. I'm connecting it with a straight line like so. making sure everything is even. All right, so I'm just trying to connect it perfectly. So the next thing we want to do now, okay, that is for my elastic, yeah, for the elastic casing. So the next thing I want to do is to input the hip measurement on the waist, okay, because of the elastic casing. Then the crotch is 6 inches. I'm just trying to connect the crotch, and then I'm connecting it up to where we have our hip measurement at the upper part of the waist, and then I'm adding 2 inches there. I'm adding 2 inches. Then ignore that first line, so I'll just connect it straight down. You can connect it even without adding that 2 inches, okay. So I'll just curving the curving the crotch curve like so, just as I did. Then this line, I'm going to extend it to the upper part. That waistline, I'll just extend it, and then I'll go with my scissors, and then I'll just cut it out, okay. I'll cut it out to the upper part, and then I'll cut out this excess, and then let me open it up so we'll see what we have. Okay, so this is it. This is the pants. See what we have. Is so fine and very straight to the point. Very easy to cut, right? So this part now is for the elastic, okay. So now, in order to sew the pants, this is where the ruffles will be. At the down part is 4 inches, and then the length is about 28 inches wide. Okay, so I'll just go ahead on my machine. I will fold it, all the strips, all the fabric we're going to use for all the ruffles. I'm going to fold all of them. So I'll just fold this one now. I'll just use this one to show you. So I'm just going ahead to fold this one for the ruffles on the pants. This is for the pants. So I'll keep folding it till I get to the end of the fabric. So after doing that, I just want to go ahead now and just run my stitches on it, the gather stitches. I'm trying to run a gather stitches, a loose stitches on the fabric, so that I'll be able to gather it, okay, without stress. So I'm done doing that. I'm just going to drag one of the thread, either the upper one or the down one. I'll just drag it to form a gather, okay. So this is it. I'm done gathering it. I don't know what happened to my light, guys. It looks a bit dark, but no problem. So I'll just go ahead and sew this to the pants. I'll do it for this first leg of the pants, and I also do exactly the same thing for the second leg of the pants. Okay, so I'm just going ahead to sew it. All right. So I'm done sewing this. I also did it for the second one. Okay, the light has been restored. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is to grab the second leg of the pants, and then I'll sew the two crotches together. Okay, so I'll just go ahead, I'll sew the crotch, and I also sew the second crotch, just as you can see me demonstrating. All right, so I'll just go ahead now. I'll keep sewing it. I'll just sew it like so, making sure everything is equal and even. Yeah, I'll just sew it. So guys, this is it. I'm done sewing it. Let's just open it and see what we have sewed so far. So let me open it. This is it, guys. All right, so I'll go ahead now. This down part, I'll also sew it, okay, with 1/2 inch or less. So I'll just go ahead, I will sew the under of the pants to close it together, so that our pants will, take shape. Okay, so I'm done doing that, guys. This is it. See how beautiful it is. So to put our elastic, this is our elastic. The length is 16 inches, and then this is 1 inch wide. Okay, so just go ahead, join it like so, like I joined it, and then make sure you stitch it very, very well, just as I'm doing on the machine now, so that it won't lose. Okay, don't want it to lose, so you just go ahead and fix it like so, close it like so, and then you sew it. Make sure you don't step on the elastic, okay? Make sure you don't step on the elastic, and remember, don't step on the elastic. As you're sewing, be inserting your finger, just as I'm doing. just as I'm doing, so that you'll be sure you're not sewing on the elastic. Okay, very, very important. So just make sure you do it carefully and neatly. All right. So guys, I'm done doing that. Let me just cut out the excess thread. Oh wow, this is wowing. It's so beautiful, guys. So for the top, what we're going to do now, let's go ahead now and I will fix the two shoulders. I'll sew the two shoulder. I'll go ahead to dimension. I'll sew shoulder 1, and then I'll sew shoulder 2. All right, let me sew it now so that you see what I'm talking about. So I'm just sewing the first and the second shoulder like so. Okay, so I'm done doing that. So I want to pipe the what is it called, I want to pipe the armhole. You know, the armhole is sleeveless, so we need to, finish it properly. This strip is 1.2 to 1.3 inches wide. It's not up to half, and it's not up to 1.5 inches. Okay, so the length is the length of your armhole. All right, and then I'm just going ahead to make small cuts in between so that it will be balanced, so that it will relax. I'm then going ahead to pipe it now. I'm folding it in like so that I'll pipe it neatly. So I'll put it inside under my machine now, and then I'll begin to pipe it just as you can see me doing. After piping this one, you also go ahead and pipe the second one. Everything you do for the left, you also do for the right. Okay, so I'm done piping it. As you can see the shoulder, see the armhole, everything is perfect. So for the opening at the back, just go ahead and sew it as I will demonstrate to you now. Just grab a piece of fabric like so, sew it like this, and then I'm done sewing it. I'm just going to make a small cut on it so that it will relax very well by the time you iron it. Okay, even without ironing it, it will give you that relaxed look. You see how fine it is looking. So I'll just go ahead now for this neckline. I'll go ahead and pipe it. I'll fold these pieces of fabric into two from the beginning. Just fold it 1, 2. See, you see the folding there. Okay, so that it will be neat by the time you're done sewing. So I'm just going ahead to pipe the neck. Basically, that is what I'm doing. I'm piping the neck of this top. All right, I'll sew it round the neck from one end of the back to the other end. Okay, when I get to the back, I'll cut out the excess remaining a little that I'll just fold in. Okay, just as I did, and I'm making small cuts on it, just as you can see me doing, so that it will be relaxed. I'm done sewing it. So for the ruffles that will run from the shoulder is 4 inches. I've already folded this particular fabric, so it is up to 4 inches wide, plus the folding allowance, of course. So I'm just running my gather stitches. After doing that, I'll go ahead, I'll also gather it. Yeah, I'm done gathering it. So I'll just go ahead now, I'll just sew it on that style line that we made. We have a style line that we made, so I'll follow that my choking. I'll just sew it. I'll follow the choking. I'll sew it from the tip of the armhole after my 1 inch, then to the tip of the hemline. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I'm done doing that. I'm just going ahead to top stitch it. Make sure you top stitch it so that it will be balanced. Okay, I'm just top stitching it, guys, so that it will be balanced. Okay, alright guys, so I'm done doing that. So the next thing I want to do now, this, we have another style line. It's 2 style lines, so I'll also go ahead, I will sew the second ruffles. Okay, the ruffle is not as long as the first one. I'll sew the second ruffle on it. Okay, and I'll also top stitch it so that it will be relaxed. Okay, so I'm just still trying to sew the ruffles on it. So I'm done sewing the ruffles, guys. You see, it's so fine. See how beautiful it's looking. This fabric is so light. Okay, see how fine it's looking. So I'm just going ahead right now to just shape the dress. That is basically what I'm doing. I'm shaping the dress like so. I'll also shape the second one. Ta-da! This is it, guys. So guys, please like this video, share it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you're here and you're just passing by, please do well to subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Please, you will receive my eternal gratitude by the time Anytime you subscribe to my channel, I will be eternally grateful to you. Please help me, support me, help this channel to grow. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.